And now Cecil County and the world, it is June the 5th, and this is Cecil TV. Rob Turnside here with Mr. Magic himself, Jobeth Bowers. Welcome, Jobeth, to Cecil TV again.
Hey, thank you for having me back yet again. It's great to be here.
What is going on in the world of magic in Elkton, or the world?
Well, we could start at the world. We could talk about right here in Elkton. I think what everybody wants to hear about is what's going on here in Elkton. We have right now announced two great shows that are coming up at Elkton Magic. Both of these are taking place at Mick's Crab Shack in the banquet hall.
Route 40, right?
On Route 40,
North
right near the Walmart. So if you're coming from Northeast, if you get to the Walmart, you went just a little bit too far. Plenty of parking, all for free. We have two shows, one coming up very soon. That is Thursday, the 15th of June. We are bringing back Peter Wood, the Collector of the Impossible. This is actually a themed show. You may see t-shirts and logos that say Elkton Magic says yes to the impossible. That is because we, by request, have invited Peter Wood back. He did two shows in early 2022 at the old venue. But this is a special show because it is a fundraiser for Youth Empowerment Source. They're a nonprofit that is here in Cecil County. I think you guys have probably had them on before.
Acronym YES, Y-E-S.
Y-E-S, exactly. So thanks to our sponsors, the performer's been paid for. All of the proceeds from ticket sales, even some sponsor money, are going to Youth Empowerment Source. So that's coming up in June. And then in July, our next monthly show after that, and all of this is at elktonmagic.com, is Eric Diddleman. He was the first mind reader on America's Got Talent. He made a fairly deep run there. Now that was back when Howard Stern was on the show, and the format was a little bit different. So the kind of the finale started with the final 10 back then. He was one of those guys. He's been on Penn and Teller's Fool Us. He has been on a lot of the talk shows like Ellen and so many that I can't even name. So that's going to be a great show. That one also on a Thursday, that is the 13th of July. The tickets are moving extremely fast for that one. I would not be surprised if those tickets are actually sold out by next week because it's kind of a big deal to be able to get Eric down here.
Eric's famous.
Yes.
And the show starts at 7?
Show start at 7 o'clock. The doors usually open at 6:30. There is also an option when you're on the ticket site to get VIP seating. What that will get you is entry at 6 o'clock, a meet and greet with the performer, as well as seating within the front 2 rows. So it's a little bit pricier for the VIP experience, but I'd say it's worth it. Those are pretty much sold out for the June show. The VIP tickets are still available there may be 1 or 2 groups left for June, but for the most part, the VIP is locked up for the June show, still available as of right now for the July show.
Now, this is in the banquet room of Mick's.
Correct.
Right? So are there refreshments available?
So there is a bar that's open during the show. There's usually an opening act and then an intermission that allows you to kind of refresh your drinks if you wish to do so. If you want dinner at Mick's, come early, come before time. Usually, depending on whether you're doing their all-you-can-eat or just ordering off of the menu, give yourself the proper amount of time. We start these shows on time, so we're not going to sit and wait for 1 or 2 people sitting in the restaurant. So get there early. Usually what you'll see this for the July show, but no longer for the June show. There's always an add-on option to get a prefixed meal for $35 at Mick's ahead of time. But usually we stop those about 3 weeks before the show so that we can give them a head count and they can prepare that. So that is done for June show. That is available for July show and will be for any of the subsequent shows.
Now, how did you get into this whole magic thing anyway?
Well, it's an interesting question because a lot of people have this story about, hey, I got a magic kit when I was a kid, and then it just kind of went from there. I don't have that story. I've been doing this for about 5 years, and I, for a variety of reasons, spend a lot of time traveling, and one of the places that I am at a lot is Las Vegas, and it's kind of the world headquarters of magic. Yes. All of the major magic conventions are there. I have gone to Vegas for less than a week and have gone and seen 8 magic shows in that period of time.
My wife and I were just back from Vegas, and we saw all kinds of magic stuff advertised.
Oh, tons. All of the big names are out there. So about 5-6 years ago, I was out there getting married, and we went and we saw Penn and Teller and decided to kind of roll into one of the little magic shops that was out there. These have kind of all fizzled and gone away post pandemic, but bought a few things, kind of got hooked from there. And I mean, this whole thing started a couple years ago with me approaching Lee Lewis at Showcase on Main and saying, hey, if you've got open slots of time here at the Showcase, you should book magicians in here. And Lee was kind enough to say, that's a great idea, but you should book the magicians here. So we kind of took the ball, ran with that. And you know, we'd still be at the Showcase had we not found Mick before Lee found the new spot. Now, we've still done a few things also at Showcase on Main. So we've done some open mic type events where we have a handful, 6 or 8 different more local magicians, not the touring acts that we have for the stage shows, that each do about 10 minutes worth of work. All of that stuff still shows up on elktonmagic.com. So any event that we have, other things that we have going on, in fact, the Mind Noodler, who's one of our more popular acts, the guy that works for Penn and Teller and you know, does magic on his own. The unannounced secret is that he will be back in Cecil County. He and I are doing a show at the end of July at the Perryville Casino. So tickets will actually go on sale. I've been told by the casino that those tickets will go on sale this week. So I will post those on elktonmagic.com, and understand that the casino will be pushing this out to their people. And the last time Matt was here and did a show in February in Mick, with our capacity of 160, those tickets sold out in about 3 weeks. The capacity at the room at Perryville is about 125. So if you want to see Matt Donnelly, the Mind Noodler, you better be hawking the elktonmagic.com website, because those tickets will, between the blast that I'm sure Hollywood will put out, and then obviously just his natural following. People know, because it's part of a tour that we're doing in July, he and I. That date is there, but the tickets are not for sale yet. People are waiting. So that one will sell out probably in like 10 days.
Cool. Just a reminder of viewers, June 15th, Good Cause, Youth Empowerment, yes. And that'll be the Peter Wood Show at Mick. And July 13th, Eric Diddleman, Mind Reader, right?
Yep.
Get your tickets on elktonmagic.com.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, both are going to be great shows. And also things that we commonly get asked, they're family-friendly shows, but they're not just for kids. So if you want it to be a date night, if you want it to be something where you bring the whole family, all of it's above board. It will be very clear if we ever have a performer where we think that we should put an age restriction on there.
Right.
So,
and for kids of all ages, you got something for us tonight? A little magic?
Let's do something. How's your imagination, Rob?
It's overactive, I think.
Overactive? Okay, we'll work with it. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Right-handed? All right, so palm up your left hand. We're going to use your left hand here. Okay. And we're going to play a little bit of an imagination game here. All right, so I'm just going to have you sit these right here. Don't do anything with them. I want you to imagine that there are 4 playing cards there in your hand. It's the easy part, because there are actually 4 playing cards here in your hand.
Got it.
I want you to imagine that these cards are the queens. There's four queens in any deck of playing cards. 2 of them are red, 2 of them are black. I want you to choose for me, red or black.
Of the 4 queens, black.
Black, okay. So imagine that I've got these 2 black queens in my hand, and we're going to toss them away, which leaves us with the 2 red queens. Hearts or diamonds? Diamonds or hearts?
You want me to tell you what's there?
No, just pick one.
Diamonds.
The diamonds, okay. You're right-handed? Hold out your right hand. I want you to imagine that I've placed the queen of diamonds into your hand. And I'm going to take the queen of hearts, the last one that's left, and I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to turn it upside down. I want you to imagine me sliding the queen of hearts into the cards.
Isn't it already there?
Well, yeah, but now it's upside down.
Okay.
So we're going to take a look, and I'm going to do this. There's the camera. You can see, the camera can see. We've got one card that is upside down in the cards, and it is the Queen of Hearts. In
The
effect.
magic is here in Cecil TV.
But there is more.
Wait,
I was fairly confident that you would get us to the Queen of Hearts. That, as you can see, all of these cards have a red back.
Right.
But our Queen of Hearts here has a blue back. Furthermore, my confidence was so high that we wouldn't go in any other direction that the last 4 cards here are just jokers. So that's just a little taste
the magic man himself, Jobeth Bowers.
of what you will see on stage at Elkton Magic. We do shows there once a month, and we are doing stuff. We're getting contacted all the time about doing other events. We have something coming up in September, not announced yet, but that'll be at Elkton Music Hall. So get excited about that. Obviously, I kind of let the cat out of the bag that we've got one coming to the casino in Perryville.
Right.
That is something that I think they want to do on a quarterly basis. So we'll be doing more stuff there. And we've been approached with some places with some very, very, very big rooms that want us to bring in some very big acts. It's just a matter of us continuing to build the audience and make sure that we know that we can fill a room with 900 people, and we'll start bringing some real heavy hitters in here.
Awesome. Thanks, Jobeth.
Thank you.
Magic is happening now.
All right.
Check it out.
Thank you.